A very good morning, children. Welcome to the cytology classroom. I hope you all are doing very well in your studies. So, children, we are discussing the chapter Self and Personality. So many things we have came across in personality chapter. We are studying the theories of personality, approaches to the study of personality. In that approaches, we had discussed the type approach, trait approach, psychodynamic approach, neo-Freudian. Now today I am going to discuss with you the three approaches are left, and I will try to discuss all these three approaches in this video. And these are the very short approaches now. And after completing the approaches to the study of personality, you are going to discuss about the assessment of personality. Means how you are going to assess the person's personality. What are some techniques which can be used by you all and which can be used by the researcher in order to assess someone's personality. So before moving toward to the assessment, which is our later topic, the topic which I am going to discuss with you today is behavioral approach to the study of personality. Behavioral approach. Children, you have studied that there are so many theories, there are so many approaches which study the concept of personality. There are so many theories, there are so many concepts which study the theory of personality, and like type approach, when you are studying about the type approach, they are having their own definitions and term. Okay. And when you study about the trait approach, they have their own meaning. Psychodynamic approach is also explaining the personality in another way, which was the Sigmund Freud. Behavioral approach, when we talk about the behavioral approach, obviously here the important term is behavior. So I hope you all know about what is behavior. What is behavior? This is a concept, children, which you are studying from the class 11 also, and it is a very basic concept, and psychology is all about the study of human behavior. I already told to you that it does not study the human mind and do not relate it to the mind study. It studies the human behavior. It studies the human mental processes. It studies the human experiences. So behavior, what is behavior? Behavior is a response toward the stimuli. Behavior क्या है? It is a response toward the stimuli. Whatever response we give toward the stimulus, toward the stimuli, is known as behavior. We are surrounded with so many stimulus. What is stimulus? This is also known to you. Stimulus can be any object, it can be any person, it can be any situation. Stimulus कुछ भी हो सकता है, और उस stimulus के toward अगर जो हम response कर रहे हैं, तो that is our behavior. For example, stimulus can be a person also. When a teacher entered in the classroom, every student stand up and say, "Good morning, teacher." So they are responding toward the stimulus, and stimulus is the teacher. and teacher is a person. Second example, something is coming toward your eyes and you remove your hands and you shake your hand just to remove that particular object. So that is also your response toward that particular stimulus. You have removed it by your hand. So it is also a behavior. So children, we are studying about the behavioral approach. Behavioral approach, as I already defined you, what is behavior? Behavior is a response toward the stimuli. So behavioral approach totally rely on this concept behavior, and behavioral approach said that as we respond to the stimulus, that shows you our behavior, that shows our personality. So behavioral approach basically talk about the two important terms which you all should know. When we talk about the behavioral approach to the study of personality, behavioral approach. In this regarding, some of the terms which are important role play an important role is response, behavior. We usually find out that behavior क्या होता है, behavior की study इसलिए करते हैं because the scientists think that behavior are those things which are observable and which are measurable. हमें ये चीज़ें दिखती हैं और हम इन्हें measure कर सकते हैं, तो that defines our personality. So behavioral approach to the study of personality define that basically as we respond toward the stimuli that define our personality. आप जैसा भी अगले के साथ बिहेवियर करते हो या जैसा रिस्पॉन्स करते हो किसी भी स्टिमुलस के टुवर्ड, वो आपकी पर्सनालिटी के बारे में बताता है. फॉर एग्जाम्पल आपने देखा होगा यू आर वॉकिंग ऑन, फॉर एग्जाम्पल एनी वन, यू विल फाइंड आउट दैट जस्ट टेक एन इंसिडेंस. ठीक है, जस्ट अंडरस्टैंड दिस अप्रोच विद एन इंसिडेंस. एक इंसिडेंस के साथ अप्रोच करते हैं. जस्ट इमेजिन अ सिचुएशन, देयर वाज अ टू बॉय, you compare with them. One boy is there who has seen that one dog is lying on the road in the between, and so what he was doing, he was helping that dog, taking him across in the cross of the road and making him safe. And what the second person, they are not doing anything. So those who are doing, their personality, they, what is that it is their behavior which they respond toward that dog. So what is happened, so it defines their personality, that that person is very caring, that person is very sensitive. So these all the things come under. So as you respond toward the stimuli, that defines your personality. And in this particular approach, you have to also discuss about some of the learning theorists which you have studied in the class 11. The learning theorists like the classical conditioning theory, operant conditioning theory, about the observational learning, reinforcement theory. तो ये चीज़ें भी आप इसमें डिस्कस कर सकते हो. So ये है behavioral approach. If you want to note it down, these two terms, so you can note it down. आगे बढ़ते हैं. The next approach to the study of personality is cultural approach. Just like the same in the behavioral approach, the word behavior is very dominant. In the cultural approach, the word culture is very dominant. These all things are very simple concept, children. See, how you respond toward the person, how you behave toward any stimulus, how you respond toward any stimulus, that defines your personality. Similarly, our culture also defines our personality. The culture in which we are living, the culture in which we are surrounded with, that defines our personality. And when we talk about the culture, so the culture is something, and as I remember right now, that it is a concept which you have studied in a detail in class 11. आपने तो ये concept को class 11 में बहुत डिटेल में पढ़ा है. So you know about it that what is culture. कल्चर को हम लोग यूजली हमारे कस्टम्स, हमारे रिलीजियस सेरेमनीज जो होते हैं उसी से ही हम कल्चर को डिनोट करते हैं. बट कल्चर इज नॉट ओनली रिस्ट्रिक्टेड टू दैट पर्टिकुलर थिंग. कल्चर इज समथिंग अ मैन मेड पार्ट. It is a something which was made by the human being. We humans created a culture. It is us which created a culture and it is going on. So culture is a man-made part of the environment. And every culture has some rules and regulations, some beliefs and convictions, some thoughts, some opinion. And this, as you belong to the culture, that culture shapes your personality, that culture shapes your behavior, that culture shapes your thoughts and feeling and action. Now we can continue. First of all, when this particular question will come, so when you come to the point of culture approach, when you write down it in your board examination, so first of all, the points which you have to keep in your mind is, first, what is culture? आप उसमें ये बताओगे culture क्या है? तो culture talk about two things. Culture में दो चीजें आती हैं. First, physical and geographical environment is also a part of culture. Physical and geographical environment. Physical and geographical environment. What is the second point? Physical and geographical environment. Second, culture is also made of customs, religious ceremonies, beliefs, traditions, ठीक है. ये है कल्चर जो है. द कल्चर वॉज मेड अप ऑफ दीज टू थिंग, द फिजिकल एंड जोग्राफिकल इन्वायरमेंट. ओके, so culture was made up of these two things, physical and geographical environment, customs, religion. I hope you all have written it down. Person living in which kind of physical environment, what are the geographical environment, what is the climate, terrain, all come under the culture. Climate also, nature of availability of food, transport, ये सारी चीज़ें कल्चर में आती हैं. Obviously that defines the person's personality, children. You will definitely find it very strange to accept this one and realize this one, that how it is weird, how it is possible, but it is happening. There are very small things which determine the person's personality, which determine the person's behavior. But we human beings, many of the time, we don't notice such kind of thing. Like for example, you have definitely observed a person who is living in the hilly area and a person who is living in the desert area or the sea area. You will definitely observe a differences in their personality. When you are studying this topic, children, personality, always keep it in your mind that personality, we do not only talk about the psychological or physical, we talk about both the component. So obviously these things determine the person's personality. It changes the person both physically also as well as psychologically also. Okay. Similarly, our customs, our religious ceremonies, our traditions, our belief, these also change the person's personality. You will find out that every culture has Hindu culture has its own religious ceremonies, Muslim culture, Christian, everyone have their own thing. So all these determine the person's personality. So in this way, children, you will write down in your board examination, in your notes also. First of all, you will define the culture. What is culture? Then you will include that, what the culture included, and then you define it, how it shaped the person's personality. Now the two researches and the study, I can say, is written over in your NCERT book and it is mentioned in your syllabus. So the two type of society पे study की गई थी in order to see the influence of culture on the person's personality. So what are the two type of culture? First is the Birha society and second is the agriculture society. बिरहर सोसाइटी इज द ट्राइबल पीपल. ये लोग इस सोसाइटी में रोज ट्राइबल लोग होते हैं एंड एज यू ऑल नो द ट्राइबल पीपल मोस्ट ऑफ द टाइम रिलाई ऑन हंटिंग एंड गैदरिंग. तो उनका तो काम हंटिंग और गैदरिंग करना होता है. तो ऑब्वियस सी बात है, आप सोच सकते हैं कि उनकी पर्सनैलिटी कैसी होगी. दे आर वेरी मच एनर्जेटिक, दे आर वेरी मच करेजियस, दे आर वेरी मच independent. Okay, their children were independent. You can find out the differences in their children and let's just opposite to it the agriculture society. एग्रीकल्चर सोसाइटी से कौन लोग बिलोंग करते हैं? एग्रीकल्चर कल्चर से लाइक फार्मर्स हैं हमारे. फार्मर्स की क्या है? दे आर वेरी हार्ड वर्किंग, दे आर वेरी लेबोरियस एंड these are the things. And their children, the children who rear up in such kind of family, they learn the values of each and everything. They learn to be doing the hard working, laborious, as they have seen their parents. So whatever the culture the person is living, that shapes the person's personality. So this is all about the cultural approach to the study of personality. These are the approaches, are very small: behavioral approach, cultural approach. Okay, so we have completed two of the approaches, children: behavioral approach to the study of personality and cultural approach to the study of personality. Still, if you find any doubt in both these topics and after going through your book also, so you will ask me in the classroom. Okay, so I am moving toward to the next approach, which is the humanistic approach. So humanistic approach, children. Humanistic approach to the study of personality. Behavioral approach, the behavior word is dominant. Culture approach, the culture word is dominant. So obviously here with the humanistic, human nature, human being, all these things are dominant. Human nature, human being. Okay. The main important point is that the Person who belong to this approach to the study of personality are the two names. First, Carl Roger, and second, Abraham Maslow. These are the two names who you can say that the pioneer of the humanistic approach, or they had given the humanistic approach. Carl Roger and Abraham Maslow. You note down it in your copy, children. Now moving forward, I hope आपने इसे note down किया होगा. Now what this approach tells about the personality. This approach is telling all about the human being, all about the human nature. That what is human being, what is human nature. Okay. Human being, human nature. Okay. Now, human behavior is always purposeful and goal-directed, which was said by the Carl Roger. First of all, we will study about the Carl Roger concept. Carl Roger. Carl Roger is the person who talks about humanistic approach given by Carl Roger and Abraham Maslow. But first we are studying about the Carl Roger. Carl Roger is the person who talks about the fully functioning person. सबसे पहला कंसेप्ट इन्होंने किसकी बात कही है? fully functioning person की बात कही. इन्होंने कहा कि जो पर्सन है वो फुली फंक्शन होते हैं. रॉजर कहना कि द पर्सन यूटिलाइजेज हिज और हर मैक्सिमम पोटेंशियल. दे आर फुली फंक्शनिंग पर्सन, दे फुली यूटिलाइज देयर पोटेंशियलिटी. दिस इज द फर्स्ट पॉइंट विच इज रिलेटेड टू द ह्यूमनिस्टिक थ्योरी ऑफ पर्सनैलिटी. द सेकेंड पॉइंट, he said that Roger theory based on two basic assumptions. Two basic assumptions. What are the two basic assumptions? First, human behavior is purposeful. Or second, goal directed. रॉजर का कहना था कि जो ह्यूमन का बिहेवियर होता है वो पर्पसफुल होता है, पर्पस से काम होता है. विदाउट एनी पर्पस दे डू नॉट डू एनीथिंग. यू कैन ऑल्सो ऑब्जर्व दिस वन एंड यू कैन ऑल्सो एग्री विद दिस वन दैट फॉर एवरी एक्शन द ह्यूमन नेचर हैव अ पर्पस. You are also getting early in the morning and being ready for coming to the school, so you have a purpose. You have to study. You have to pass out your 12th examination with a good marks. So behavior is purposeful and goal directed. Goal directed होता है. Goal directed means where you have to reach, there you are reaching. It's not like that you are coming. You are coming to the Army public school and you went to any other school. So what is that? Your behavior is goal directed. So your behavior is purposeful, your behavior is goal directed, fully functioning person. These all come under the Carl Roger theory. I told you children, in humanistic approach, the two psychologists were there, Carl Roger and Abraham Maslow. You have to give the description of both the psychologists. आगे बढ़ते हैं. I think you all have written this one. Now, Roger also talked about the two types of self. फर्स्ट रियल सेल्फ, सेकेंड ideal self. So Roger talked about the two types of self, real self and ideal self. Real self are those aspects of self which person actually is, and ideal self are those aspects which person want to become. So उन्होंने दो तरह के सेल्फ भी बताए, रियल सेल्फ जो आप एक्चुअली होते हैं और आइडियल सेल्फ जिनकी तरह आप बनना चाहते हैं. So it has been found that if there is a congruency between real self and ideal self, दोनों में अगर congruency होगी तो क्या होगा, रियल सेल्फ और आइडियल सेल्फ में congruency होगी तो पर्सन एक वेल एडजस्टेड पर्सनैलिटी में डेवलप होगा. अगर दोनों के बीच में इनकॉन्ग्रुएंसी है तो इट लीड्स टू द पुअरली एडजस्टेड इंडिविजुअल. इट इज शोन इन दिस वे इन योर बुक. फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल यू नोट इट डाउन. ओके, आगे बढ़ते हैं. आई होप आपने इसे लिख लिया है. सो यू कैन सी दैट इट इज शोन बाय दिस काइंड ऑफ सर्कल. दिस इज योर रियल सेल्फ एंड दिस इज योर आइडियल सेल्फ. कॉन्ग्रुएंसी आप देख रहे हो बहुत कम है इन दिस सर्कल, अब काफी है. ठीक है, रियल सेल्फ है और ये आइडियल सेल्फ. तो ये जो है आपका वेल एडजस्टेड पर्सनैलिटी है. इट इज अ वेल एडजस्टेड personality. It is a poorly adjusted personality. Make it in your copy, children. The more congruency between real self and ideal self, the more person will having a very well adjusted personality. जितना ज़्यादा इनकॉन्ग्रुएंसी होगा उतना ही पर्सन की जो पर्सनालिटी है वो पुअरली एडजस्टेड होगी. अकॉर्डिंग टू द कार्ल रॉजर. आप देख सकते हो इसमें कॉन्ग्रुएंसी जो है बहुत कम है, बट इसमें कॉन्ग्रुएंसी ज़्यादा है. रियल सेल्फ बहुत दूर है, आइडियल सेल्फ इसमें रियल सेल्फ और आइडियल सेल्फ एक दूसरे, ये कॉन्ग्रुएंसी है और ये इनकॉन्ग्रुएंसी है. ओके, आई होप यू हैव रीड इट. इसके बाद ह्यूमैनिस्टिक अप्रोच में रॉजर के बारे में और भी चीज़ें हैं, जैसे कि रॉजर ने थेरेपी भी दी है विच इज नोन एज क्लाइंट सेंटर्ड थेरेपी. रॉजर की थेरेपी क्लाइंट सेंटर. इन्होंने अपने क्लिनिकल प्रैक्टिस में ही हैज़ गिवन थेरेपी ऑल्सो विच इज़ अ क्लाइंट सेंटर्ड थेरेपी. इट इज़ अ थेरेपी विच प्योरली फोकस ऑन द क्लाइंट प्रॉब्लम एंड हियर द क्लाइंट देमसेल्फ क्लाइंट अपना ही ट्रीटमेंट खुद से करता है. ओके, क्लाइंट सेंटर्ड थेरेपी में. नाउ देन रॉजर ऑल्सो टॉक अबाउट अनकंडीशनल पॉजिटिव रिगार्ड. Unconditional पॉजिटिव रिगार्ड. इसकी भी बात करी है किसने, रॉजर ने, कि he has used this kind of technique in his therapy that he gave their client a positive regard which was based on no condition. Unconditional positive regard he has given. Okay, so note it down this thing here. The Rogers theory will complete it under the humanistic approach to the study of personality. Lastly, I want to discuss with you Abraham Maslow. Abraham Maslow ने बहुत ज़्यादा कुछ नहीं दिया. and you have studied this one in the 11th also. अब्राहम मास्लो, इन्होंने नीड हायरार्की थ्योरी दी है विच इज़ वेरी फेमस इन द फील्ड ऑफ साइकोलॉजी. अब्राहम मास्लो, नीड हायरार्की थ्योरी. He talked about the needs. First came the biological need, then safety, then belongingness, then self-esteem, and then self-actualization. Abraham Maslow suggested that self-actualization is the fullest potential of an individual, is the highest potential of an individual. So all these together make the humanistic approach to the study of personality. So I had discussed with you this approach, these three approaches today in this video. If you find any doubt anywhere, any point, you will discuss in the classroom. Okay, thank you so much.